Welcome to the Rockford Facts. I am Rockford Ewing, your virtual political host, and I will be bringing you the facts of today's times. You know, living in such times as so-called hyperboles, I just want to present a virtual platform where I can always keep things transparent and clear with you. Okay? Now, in saying that, let's get to the 5 rock-hard facts for today. Fact number 1. I'm going to call it a rising star. Kamala Harris, born October 20th, 1964, named Kamala Devi Harris. She's an American attorney and politician and a member of the Democratic Party. She has been the junior United States Senator for California since 2017, and she previously served as the 32nd Attorney General of California from 2011 to 2017, and as District Attorney of San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. And on January 21st, 2019, she officially announced her campaign to run for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States in the 2020 United States presidential elections. Now, she is one to watch. I mean, she actually just did it instead of creating a group talking about she's thinking about doing it like everybody else is. And the facts are, if you watched her Monday, fact is she's very well spoken, she's very well educated, she knows her history, and yes, she did go out there on a limb with that Medicaid for all, the synopsis when she said that the private sector insurance may have to go away to pull this off. Yes, it's ambitious, but at least she has a plan. So before everybody start talking, where's your plan? And let those be the facts. Fact number 2, it's going to be a series of facts that's going to be ongoing as these segments progress, because there's no way I would have to do like a week-long show to pull this one off. But it's about the Russia scandal. Now, I'm going to treat this like a storyline, and y'all just try to keep up with me, and I'll just keep adding to it as the segments go, and you'll have to just see the segments to keep up. Anyway, in the beginning, the Russia hack. In the spring of 2014, a Kremlin-linked company that engaged in influence operations known as the Internet Research Agency devised a strategy to interfere with the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Its goal was to spread distrust towards candidates and the American political system. Now, in June 16, 2015, Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president. Now, July 2015, hackers supported by the Russian government penetrated the Democratic National Committee's network, stealing large volumes of data and maintaining access for almost a year. Now, in mid-2015, thousands of Kremlin-backed social media accounts began to spread propaganda and disinformation, establishing a clear preference for Trump. Now, in January 2016, Michael Cohen, Trump's longtime lawyer, emails Russian President Vladimir Putin's press secretary Dmitry Peskov about plans to build a Trump Tower in Moscow. Later, Cohen would falsely testify to Congress that the deal ended this month. In fact, discussions about that project lasted for almost a year, at least till Donald got elected. Now, I'm just saying, just keep up with this, because I'm not going to even talk on this. This is just the facts. Okay? Now on to the next. Fact number 3. All right. So the government is back open. Yeah, and Donald, you folded. You didn't get nothing for this. All that trouble you caused. And the Democrats have a new agenda, and it was overshadowed by the struggle to reopen the government. But, both chambers are going to have the opportunity to test whether the divided government can produce results. Now, there's a bill to raise pay for civilian federal employees. Okay. Leading the Democrats also plan to reintroduce a marquee bill to close the pay gap between men and women. And they have fought to enact this one for years. So there's a lot going on while the government is back open. But hopefully, our current president won't touch that hot stove again, but y'all be prepared for anything because, Ann Coulter Ann Coulter and them, they add him, because he didn't get nothing for these. He could have kept the gun with him. And that's the fact. Okay, fact number 4. Just put it out there. It's about third party candidates. Libertarians and Green parties and third party candidates have never had the kind of success that the two major parties have always achieved. And that is largely, it's falling down to human psychology. In seeing third party candidates fail, year after year, not even coming close to, the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. See, people tend to think that their vote won't matter if they vote for a third party. Because no matter who they vote for, a third party will never win. They just have it. They'll split the vote, but they've never won. And that's the fact. So when you see these third party candidates rush in, you got to think, what is their purpose? Do your research, look it up. Because the record stands that a third party candidate, and if you can prove me wrong, I look forward to it, has never won. And that's a fact. Fact number 5. These boogeymen, they don't do anything but get either weirder or worse. And this one is weird and worse. Fact number 5, boogeyman, is none other than Roger Jason Stone Jr., born August 27, 1952. This guy, he's an American political consultant, he says. He's an author, he says. He's a lobbyist and a strategist. He's known for his useful and opposition research, usually for candidates of the Republican Party. Now, in the 70s, Stone has worked on the campaigns of Republican politicians such as Richard Nixon. Okay, this guy got a tattoo of Nixon on his back. Who does that? Ronald Reagan, Jack Kemp, Bob Dole, and none other than your current president, Donald Trump. In addition to serving as a frequent campaign advisor, Stone was previously a political lobbyist. In the 80s, he co-founded a Washington, D.C. based company. It was a lobbying firm with, wait for it, Paul Manafort and a guy named Charles R. Black Jr. Them juniors trying to stick together, aren't they? Now, the firm recruited another guy named Peter G. Kelly, and it was renamed Black, Manafort, Stone, and Kelly in the 80s. During the 80s, BMSK became the top lobbying firm by leveraging its White House connections to attract high-paying clients, including the U.S. corporations, trade administrations, and associations, and foreign governments. Now, this guy calls himself a dirty trickster. That's what he does. He plays tricks. He's like a bad magician or even a funny clown with no tricks. But he calls himself a dirty trickster and he plays the dark games. This man trying to play with Mueller now. He's been indicted. He's had 7 counts, and he's pleading not guilty. And he's all out on TV. I'm not gonna flip for the president and stuff like that and all that. Let's watch this guy, this boogeyman. Let's see how he reacts when Mueller starts to squeeze that choker he sometimes wears around his neck. This guy ain't nobody good, y'all. And we all know it. All these people. They're all in association. And somehow they're all in association with some kind of foreign power too. Look him up. Don't just trust my word on it. Yeah, I'm saying it's the rock hard facts, but look it up. Now, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys got fed a little bit. I'm trying to keep up with it. But I thank you for watching. And next time, wait for the Russia thing, because we're going to keep that up. We're going to keep bringing you the facts on that. And until next time, y'all have a good one. Wink, wink. I'll talk to you later. And good day. Thanks for joining me on Rockford Ewing Brief.